It's a beautiful morning. We have 3 inches, maybe 4 inches of snow. And downtown Portland has 10 inches. And the airport has 12 inches, which is really bizarre because we're in East County, but it is frozen. Let me see how much snow I have. Yeah, that's at least 3.5 inches. Ooh, it'd be gold. It's too bad the wind knocked off all the beautiful snow that was on the trees. I can't fly my drone because it is too cold and the batteries only last a third of the time. So if you have a half hour on your battery, it only lasts 15 minutes. And then if you have any kind of breeze, then the drone uses battery power trying to get it to stabilize. Of course, I don't know anything about my drone, so I might be full of crap. Look at that. My hot tub is empty. Oh dear, I hope it's okay. I think I better fill it. Look at this. Yeah, that's at least 2.5, 3 inches. Look at this. Ice crystals. I am obsessed with snowflakes. I love. Hi, Noodle Mash. Oh, how much snow did you get, Noodle Mash? And I forgot to send you the money. My PayPal password is screwed up big time. If you send me a request for money, then I can get through. Look at that. I love snowflakes. Anyway, how much snow did you get, Noodle Mash? 6. Oh, and it's still. Oh, yeah, I heard the coastal area is still snowing. You know, I want to come out your way. We're going to drive the purple crazy bus there. We did a couple of months ago when we had our exchange students. We had so much fun. They loved it. They stayed in the king size bed and watched TV. They'd never seen, because one is from India and Germany, and one is from Taiwan, and they'd never seen a motorhome ever. And our motorhome's like 40 something feet long. Has 10 wheels. Wheels on the bus go round and round. Is this breathtaking? Yes, it's breathtaking. I should be in my piano. I should be in there playing my piano. You know, my cats love my piano. Remy is always walking on the keys. And if I start playing, he runs to the piano. And then he climbs inside and he goes inside the piano itself. What a stinker. I need to put some seeds out for the birds. I'm just putting it right here. Oh, look at kitty, 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 kitty. That's Remy, my little kitty. Oh, is it gorgeous? Oh, I'm too cold. I can't go to the other end of the house because the Wi-Fi disconnects. And then it takes a second to latch on to the other Wi-Fi because this is my new Apple phone. And I'm an idiot when it comes to technology. Oh my goodness. I am really, we're really concerned with what's going on with our country and what could happen, what may happen, what will happen if our leaders. Ooh, look at, did you see that? Oh, that's so cool when the wind blows. Oh, yeah. We're having a bunch of trees cut down. We have 20 cords of wood. Does anybody need some wood? We'll be happy to get it to you at no charge. Oh, you just pay the gas. Noodles, do you need some wood? Ooh, we've got two wood stoves in the main house. And then in the guest house, we're going to put in a fireplace. Ooh, I would love a pellet stove, but then in troubled times, there's no way to get pellets. And then the price of pellets and then storing them is a problem. And we had a pellet stove. We loved it. But it was always a problem getting the pellets and then storing them. And then if they get wet, then they're ruined. They're the same pellets or similar pellets as your Traeger that your Traeger uses. If you have a Traeger or those kind of stoves. Is this gorgeous or what? Ah, what? Ooh, 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 ooh. Ooh, 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 ooh. I am cold. I need to put some seeds out. What kind of seeds should I put out? Oh, okay. How about regular seeds? I'll put some regular seeds. My birds, this is their television. They love watching the squirrels and the birds. I'm just putting stuff here. This is Bandit. This is my rag doll. You know, we lost my favorite cat, Felix. My heart was so broken I could have died. I almost died of a broken heart when we lost my granddaughter. She didn't die, but she was taken away from us. We didn't do anything wrong, but hate took her away from us. Hatred. Anyway, we raised her for 7, 8 years. She lived with us most of her life. Maybe a quail will come up here. California quail. Oh, look at those cats. No, I was worried about Remy and, well, the kitties with Buggers. Buggers is from the same breeder as Buggers. Oh, today I gotta change my sheets and bedding, everything. Everything gets washed. Oh, ugh, door. Anyway, they fight all the time, but they don't hurt each other. So, oh, it's nicer in here. Let's see, what's the temperature? Otis, get your butt off my bed. I'm thinking of pulling out of YouTube just a little bit. Do just a little bit of YouTube. Not watch all the drama that's going on. The hateful kitchen queen. Oh man, is she horrible. She's demonic. She uses God. She weaponizes the Bible. Hello, Remy. Hello, Bandit. Bandit and Remy. Boggers. Anyway, I'm spending way too much time on the negative stuff, and I need to spend time with playing my music and good things. But I've adapted a new saying from Prepstetters. She's such a beautiful woman. She's never negative. She's always sweet and kind. And so I've adapted what she says. So it's not my original saying, but she says, find somebody who needs a blessing, and you go out and you be that blessing. And it's true. You know, that would make us feel good. If we find somebody who is down, somebody at the grocery store who's counting out their last nickel, take a chance. Don't give them $1, give them $10. Even if you don't have it, the Lord will bless you in return for blessing others. And I am proof, living proof. We wanted this house so badly, but it was twice what we could afford. Our price range was highest was 550. This was 10 years ago. And they had paid 750 for this house 15 years ago, so for sure their $1 million asking price, and they had two offers close to $1 million. So there was no way they would sell it to us. No way. And but I asked, and they were mad. They said, "Are you kidding me? You know our house is worth $1 million." And I said, "Well, I've been wanting this house forever." Well, then come up with another 500,000. We're not going to accept your offer for 550. But I had it in my heart the Lord was going to give me this house. We could have gotten a mortgage, but then we wanted to be debt free because Larry is getting older. He's had cancer and a lot of health problems. In fact, he had open heart surgery soon after we moved in here. But he continued working. He loves Motorola. He lives, breathes, and eats Motorola. And he got a part-time job, and they made him an offer like you wouldn't believe. But he needed to retire. So I begged him, can we just get a mortgage, buy the house? No, 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 no. And I walked to the end of the street and I looked at the big building. It's got a huge 65 by 45 foot web steel building that's completely insulated and concrete floors and even has a wood stove in there. And this was 15 years ago. I looked at that building. I says, one of these days, that building is going to be a church because churches will be closed. This was 15 years ago, folks. What did I know? Is that bizarre? Oh, peacock. Yes, I want both peacocks. I have a peacock obsession. My grandpa had peacocks, and they used to scream, help, help, at his dairy. And I used to be scared, but I just thought they were such beautiful birds. My husband won't let me have one here because the neighbors would all freak out. We have neighbors right next to us, right there. And then our other one we can't see. But anyway, this was 15 years ago when I walked by that building and I said, One of these days, that's going to be a church. Um, I almost bought some pews a couple of years ago. This is how strong I feel. And I'm looking for a grand piano. I want to buy not a junky piano. I want a nice grand piano. Not as nice as mine. That's a little bit too expensive. Um, oh, there's a woodpecker. That is a hairy woodpecker. It's a male. He's got red on his head. He's right in the center of the screen. Can you see him? And now I'm shaky. Anyway, I almost bought some pews. They were used pews for $200 for 20 of them. I should have bought them. Oh, I regret not buying them. Hello there, chickadee. Chickadee. So I made the Andrews an offer, and they said, "Are you, you're offensive. Go away." And she used to be a truck driver. No, she used to be a bartender. And so she had bartender language. And she told me in a real nice way to get the heck off her property with my $550,000 offer. And we had the cash, but, and we lived up the street. I've always wanted this house because I love this view. Okay, I sent you PayPal on the last time. So if you look, and I don't have your phone number because I got a new cell phone, and now I can't find my old cell phone. It's somewhere in this junk, and I haven't transferred the numbers because mine Apple is different than the other phones, so and it won't transfer the numbers. So it's all messed up, and it's my PayPal is all messed up and everything. So, all right, yeah. Um, let me know how much it is. I don't want to, and I wanted to give you a little bit for your car fund. Hey, I told you about my Lincoln Town car. The next day, one was stolen, just like it looks exactly like mine. It was stolen downtown Portland. The Latino guys love those because they turn them into these lowriders that bounce. So boink, boink, boink. They asked me, one guy, a Mexican guy stopped me. He says, "Hey, vato, oye, you want to sell your carro? Where'd you get your car?" And I says, "Oh, East LA, from mi compañero, no, from my primas, my cousins. I have cousins down there in East LA, Watts, Pico Rivera. In fact, I was born down there. Hello, chickadee. I love these chickadees. They have 22 vocalizations. There is that red-headed woodpecker. Can you see him? Anyway, I had begged, cried, and prayed for this house. And I told my husband, "Please, let's just get a mortgage." And he says, "No, we're going debt free." I says, "Oh, you jerk, you. Oh, that guy could have $1 million in his bank account and swear that we're totally going under." No, he didn't have 1 million in the bank account. We're not that rich. Anyway, just debt free. I bought everything from the thrift store. Anyway, I had cried and I begged and I pleaded, and I was very sick. I'd been through hell and back with my health. I had an aneurysm. It's called an AVM, arteriovenous malformation. It's basically an aneurysm, and it almost killed me. And I had 60 units of blood over a 3-year period of time. My family didn't believe me. They hated me. Oh, I don't care if they're in a bad condition. I can fix them. I got stuff. I can put Swarovski crystals in them, and Uh, I can fix them up. I just love peacocks. So the last right before they were the people that were buying this place, they had two buyers. They had a backup buyer. So no way they're going to sell to us for 550 when they've got two offers at close to $1 million. I mean, they'd be crazy. Besides, they paid 720 for this 10 years before, or 8 years before we made this offer. This was 8 years ago. And I knew that the house was definitely worth nine, close to eight, and close to $1 million. It went up to 1.4 million at the height of the market a couple months ago. Now it's gone down 30 something thousand. So I came over and I made my last offer and walked away crying because she chewed my ears off and told me that I was being offensive by offering such a low 550. And I felt bad. And I told her, well, I really wanted this place. And, oh, look at here. I'm naughty. Look at this. So I walked away, but I just had this feeling that God was going to give me this house. It has this beautiful pond in the front, big koi pond, and I've had koi fish forever. At the other house, I had a koi pond. Oh, boy, this is really frozen. Your birds will die if they don't have their serum in the morning. Hey, they go into a torpor, kind of like a coma. Anyway, so I walked away and went home crying. I knew we'd never get this house. And then a day later, the phone rings, and it was Joan. She says, "Can you kids come over on Monday at noon?" I said, "Okay." She said, "We want both of you to come over." So I knew why she wanted us to come over is she wanted to give us uh, her speak her mind. Oh, I'll find it and then I'll get it to you. Um, I got your card. Yeah, I think I have your card, and that has your phone number, right? So I just need to get my husband to help me open up my passwords. I've got 3 different passwords, and then when you go into your Google account and then you change your password, I didn't know it, but it changes for everything. Uh, bad day on the road. Snow. Yeah, my husband has a really important appointment today, but he can't make it. Boggers, what you thinking, Boggers? You see, maybe the squirrels will be here. So I told my husband, well, let's brace ourselves. She's gonna give us a truck driver version of, you know, not no, but hell no, and you guys have offended us and owe us an apology for what you said, for begging for the house and knowing that they'll lose $500,000 if they sell to us, and why would they want to lose 500,000? I mean, it's stupid. I was barking up the wrong tree. If you can't afford more than 500,000, don't look for $1 million houses. Plain and simple. Just don't be stupid. So we came and we sat down in the kitchen here, same dining room table that's out there. And she sat there and she says, well, We really appreciate you kids. You're tenacious, that's for sure. And we know you really like this house. And we like you kids. And we don't like those other people. They pissed us off. So can you close by Friday? 550 cash. No inspection, nothing. As is. Take the house as is. It's got some deferred maintenance. Like it needed a new deck and needed new. This is the old railing. And there's the new railing. Larry rebuilt this whole deck himself. And it's got a few things. It needs a new roof. You know, the new roof is expensive because it's a big house. It's 450 square feet. That includes the guest house. The guest house is 1,100 square. Oh, the guest house is darling. So anyway, she says, we really like you guys. Can you close by Friday? 550 cash, and it's yours. I know we're crazy, but we're tired. They've been dealing with these other people for a couple of weeks. They wanted to turn it into a marijuana farm and buy the property next door, which has 20 acres. And then because of our barn and everything, or not our barn, our building, and then the second house and stuff, it was definitely worth nine, the $1 million that they were asking. And ridiculous. It selling for 550. That's what our other house sold for. We lived across the street and two doors up, but it doesn't have this kind of view. So we had a Mount Hood view out the back of the other house, but you could barely see it because of the trees. I had to walk in the back. So anyway, we couldn't believe it. So we closed the deal on Friday, and I paid 550 for this. And the real estate, we had a real estate friend who did the transaction. She was selling our other house, and we had an offer on our other house, so we knew things were going good. But wow, the Lord moved their hearts to sell us to this. What, they have plenty of money, and they're older, and they had built a beautiful home, and they just wanted to move on. They were tired of the other offers. And when you get up to $1 million, you don't have very many buyers in that market range. Uh, and older people aren't going to buy a house. Older people are the only ones that has enough money. I mean, unless they're entrepreneurs or, you know. So we were lucky to get this house. But buyers for this kind of property are far and few between because older people don't want the responsibility of taking care of this mess. But look at that view. I wake up every morning. Anyway, find somebody who needs a blessing, and you be that blessing to them. And you have a blessed day. And remember, God is always in control. Thank you for shopping. Kmart. Love you guys. Thank you so much.